No! The title and thumbnail are not deceiving you. This is indeed a video of someone, aka me, saying that Sonic Forces is peak. And when I say Sonic Forces, I don't mean the mobile game, Sonic Forces Speed Battle. Though, I do love that game. That game is very fun. I'll put my current roster on screen if you want to see that. I mean, if you can make fun of me if you want in the comments, which, let's be real, you probably already did. Nonetheless, you can still do that. But that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is the 2017 game Sonic Forces. PC, PlayStation, all that stuff. So, I'm here to talk about why this game is peak. And when I say peak, I mean peak. I mean amazing game. I mean greater than great. Obviously, that's not the case for Sonic Forces, but nonetheless. Alright, so I'm gonna cut this into different parts. The first part here is going to be gameplay and level design, specifically for modern Sonic and the Avatar, because the Unholy Demon will get his own section, okay? So, starting off with modern Sonic's levels. These levels are fun, okay? It's just pure dopamine. Like, you are boosting through tons and tons of enemies. Like, come on, and like, spamming the A button, attacking anything and everything that you see. It's just so fun. Literally, ultimate dopamine rush. You think TikTok has so much dopamine? Look at Sonic Forces. Alright, so, I did kinda bring this up. And level design in Sonic Forces. It's dummy stupid, bro. Like, you just boost, homing attack, you're done. But what you guys see as a flaw, I see as an upside to the game. Because, like I said, it's dumb fun, dopamine. Also, the length of the levels is another problem people have. Again, what you see as a flaw, I see as an upside. Because there is this thing called speedrunning. Sorry. I don't know if you've heard of it, but it's basically you trying to beat a level as fast as possible. With how short the modern Sonic levels are, well, short levels in general are, the modern Sonic and the Avatar levels too are perfect for speedrunning, okay? Modern Sonic has the boost, just boost through everything, crazy skips. Like, I'll put one up from Mortar Canyon. It is just so good. Like, actually, it's so good. What else is there? Oh yeah, I will give Supersonic their own section, but Supersonic is just super fun. Like, you can just boost through everything with that unlimited boost. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say for now. So I'm gonna say, I'll put Supersonic into more detail later in the video. And now for the Avatar levels. The Avatar levels are the Avatar himself, which I will cover them in their own section, similar to the Unholy Demon. The Avatar's gameplay is just modern Sonic, but without the boost, and a delayed homing attack. Now, I think their levels are really fun. I like the grappling hook. I like the Wispins. I'll go into more detail on those later. Just me. But yeah, I think his levels are fun. Again, they can also do a lot of. You can also do a lot of speedrunning skips. Like, I'll put on screen a skip that I did on accident while recording footage for the video. It doesn't have anything to do with Wispins, but still. Speaking of Wispins, yeah, if you can see on my gameplay, you can clearly tell that I'm spamming the Drill Wispin, which is essentially like a charged homing attack. You spam the trigger, and then you go really, really fast. You can skip a lot of the level you can skip a good chunk of the level with, you know, the drill. Sorry, I'm making this up as I go. I don't have a script, so yeah, I'm really trying. And you can just use the drill whisper to just boost through everything, essentially. So yeah, and then level design, I'll try my best to say this in a little more detail. Level design is not terrible. It's not great, obviously, but it's good. It's pretty fun, you know, to boost through everything, except for the Unholy Demon. Yeah, it's fun to play as that. Also really fun to just use the drill whisper and just boost through literally everything. It is really, really fun, okay? Alright, now we're gonna move on to a dreaded part. One of the two main dreaded parts of Sonic Forces. The story. So, the plot... Okay, hold on. I'm sorry. As someone who loves Sonic Forces, I gotta say, the story is not one of the good parts of the game. I wish I could say that it is, but unfortunately, it's just not. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. The story has a lot of flaws. It's got a lot of flaws in it. Yeah, it's got plot holes, things that don't make sense, really weird stuff with the Unholy Demon. The story is not very good, honestly. That's coming from someone who does actually like Sonic Forces. Like, I'm literally making a video on how it's peak. Sonic Forces' story. That's not a word. The story of Sonic Forces is mediocre at best. Like I said, there's a lot of plot holes, things that don't make sense, etc., etc. If you want me to go into more detail, and I'll probably do this anyway, if you want me, I'm probably gonna make a video where I kind of take Sonic Forces, the story of Sonic Forces, and I essentially just change it up a bit to what I think would be good, because me personally, I don't know about you guys, but I think I have some pretty damn good ideas. I'm talking like chaos stuff, I'm talking E102 gamma stuff. Trust me, it'll be very interesting. And I know like two people are going to see this, but like I don't care. I mean, like, as a YouTuber with no subs, at least at the time of recording this, I highly doubt that's going to change, but what can you do? So, with the story over, let's get on to two more things that I believe that people like more. Well, it's stuff that if you say is good in Sonic Forces, then people will probably agree with you more often than not in these next two things. The first thing is the songs in the game. No Sonic game is complete without an absolute banger song. Let's be real here. Sonic Forces, the official OST is peak. Obviously, like, pretty much everything about this game is peak, but I digress. See, there has not been a day that's passed, or I have not just listened to the Sonic Forces OST, whether it be me replaying some of the levels, because yes, I replay some of the levels in Sonic Forces, or just me listening to Sonic Forces music while I'm doing something like, I don't know, Googling pickled banana bread, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just gonna list off a couple of songs that are my personal favorite. So, starting off, we have, of course, Green Hill, Lost Valley. Then we have Sunset City's Sunset Heights. Then we have the Avatar's Moonlight Battlefield from Aqua Road. Next, we have, of course, the state. Hold on. I'm sorry. Next, we have the Unholy Demons, Ghost Valley from Sunset City.
Hi, this is me from the future. I forgot to include Taking It Back, which is the victory theme, so here it is. I also forgot to include the song Battle with Metal Sonic US Remix. So there it is.
Then, of course, we cannot forget the main theme of Sonic Forces, Fist Bump, and its many variants. So yeah, overall, Sonic Forces' music is just peak. It's amazing. Alright, now let's get over to the other thing. What was it? Oh yeah, the avatar. Alright, there's my avatar, Trevor the Hedgehog. It's from, you salty DK Dan fans know exactly where he's from. But that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is Sonic Forces. I know I said this before, but I really love the avatar levels in this game. They're just really, really fun. Like, honestly, they are really fun. Like I said, I do love the grappling mechanic. I do wish, though, that it was kind of like Spider-Man, where you could, like, hold it down and, like, swing. Like, there are no free roam levels in this game, so that would be pretty much impossible. Or at least really hard to, but I really hope they would do a section where, like, not auto-scroll, like, an automated thing, but, like, you could, like, hold it down and, like, swing from it. That would have been really cool. Real shame that it didn't add that in. Writing that down into my new version of Sonic Forces as we speak. But, yeah, overall, the Avatar is just really fun. I love playing as the Avatar. The Avatar is great, again, like, the Burst Wispin. My two favorites are Burst and Drill Wispin. The Drill, obviously, I mean, come on, we all know why. And then the Burst one is just fun to use, you know, like, you're just burning down enemies. I mean, it is the one that the game pretty much wants you to use all the time, because there are specific levels, Null Space, Arsenal Pyramid, you know, those kind of stages where it's kind of like you're forced to use it. I mean, you kind of can't. Because if you can't, you actually get to use the homing attack, like the 360 homing attack feature that the game has, which I can't believe I forgot to mention that. I was thinking about it before, because, like, again, this is not scripted. I'm coming up with this as I speak. Like, I still can't believe I didn't think of that. Whatever. Yeah, that. Not using the burst spin to just kill tons of enemies, and, like, actually using the 360 homing attack is just fun. Honestly. Now let's talk about the DLC, which I actually almost forgot about, somehow. So I can't believe I forgot about the DLC. Alright, the two specific DLCs I'm going to be talking about are the Supersonic DLC and the Episode Shadow DLC. Now, Supersonic DLC comes with modern Supersonic and the super form of the Unholy Demon, you know. So, I'm sorry. Modern Supersonic is, oh, like I said, really fun to use. Like, you have the infinite boost. You can just keep going. I think this is the third time we've had a Supersonic in a boost game. I don't know why I thought we didn't have that. I don't know. Technically, Lost World is one. Shut up. So, yeah, the unlimited boost that it has is amazing. The theme that plays for Modern Supersonic is amazing. I know you don't go, like, faster as Supersonic, but, like, let's be real here. We do not need Boost Supersonic going really fast now, do we? Yeah, that's fun. I will talk about the Unholy Demon in his section. Now let's talk about Episode Shadow. Episode Shadow is like the base game. It's good, okay? The writing does suffer from the same thing that the base game does, where it's just pure dookie, but I'm fine with that, you know? I mean, I love this game, I love it. I just love this game. That's pretty much this video summarized. I love this game. So anyways, Shadow being like pretty much just a reskin of Sonic, rather than like his own character, like in, for example, Sonic X Shadow Generations, a new game coming out that includes Shadow as a playable character. Because of that, he does actually have the same like grades as normal Sonic, where it's pure dopamine, you know, boosting through everything. There are two complaints that I have with the DLC though, other than the story. The first one is the first level in Sunset City. I feel like they could have done a little more to actually make it seem like this is before the war, because obviously in the base Sonic Forces game, when you play at the Sunset Heights level, you can see like the Death Egg robots in the back. You can see that the city's been destroyed. You know, obviously because there's a bunch of Death Eggs and it's middle of a war. But in Episode Shadow, it's literally just like the same map, just minus the Death Egg robots. Which, if you think about it, doesn't really make any sense, because narratively, this Episode Shadow takes place 1 month before. 1 month before Sonic Forces. So, you know, it would make sense to, you know, include... It would make sense to, like, fix up the city so that then it actually, you know, doesn't look like we're in the middle of a war. Because we aren't. Not yet, at least. And then the second complaint I have, which is more of a personal preference than a sort of, than like a complaint that I have, is that I think it would have been pretty cool to have a 4th level of Episode Shadow, where it's taking place like during, like, it takes place pretty much immediately after the first level. It's going on as the cutscene where Infinite is beating up Sonic. Basically, like Shadow, because like at the end of Episode Shadow, Rouge tells Shadow what happened, and Sonic and it would be changed from being after what happened to like during what is happening. So Shadow is rushing to the scene, trying to help Sonic, but when he gets there, it's too late. Sonic is down. Eggman's starting to take over the world. You know, that's just me. I am adding that to my video. But you know, you can't always have the things that we want. Speaking of which, as much as I want that to be a transition, it is not. Because we still have one more thing to talk about. Having Shadow be playable in the modern Sonic levels of the base game is really cool. Honestly, again, this is another personal preference complaint than a complaint, but me personally, I feel like it would have been really cool if they actually had dialogue with Shadow instead of Sonic. Because in the base game, there's no dialogue with Shadow the Hedgehog. If you select him, there's nothing. Nada. I think it would be pretty cool if they actually, you know, put in a little more effort, so that then, you know, they could have done that. Sonic Forces in general is just, they didn't really put in a good amount of effort. That's just a personal thing, more than an actual complaint. But other than that, it's just like dopamine boosting, but Edge Edition. Oh god, that's gonna sound weird out of context. Alright, now we can actually do that transition into the Unholy Demon, aka Classic Sonic and Sonic Forces. So, I really don't think Classic Sonic is as bad as people say he is in this game. Like, he's not super trash, guys. He didn't burn down your crops, kill your entire family, and then stole all your money. He's just Classic Sonic. He doesn't control terribly, okay? Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, no, I don't think he controls terribly. Like, I was pretty bad at some of his levels, but I'm actually gonna take full account for that and say, no, I think I'm just not really good. Or maybe they were just designed terribly. Or maybe I'm completely wrong, and maybe maybe his controls are completely and utterly dog water. I don't know yet. Because I am because I am currently fixating on this media, and I want to defend my hyperfixation for this media, which is essentially this entire video. But I digress. I don't know what that means, but I digress. So, I think Classic Sonic is good. The thing is, people say that, like, you can't, like, do the automatic spin dash like in Generations. I say he can drop dash, because, like, I don't think anyone's publicized that fact. Like, Classic Sonic can literally drop dash. Like, dude, how come nobody told me this? And that was, like, during I didn't even know that until my second playthrough, which was recently. Because I've only played this game twice, and I think it's absolutely beautiful. I don't think I really played it enough. I don't want to see. I've only played it 2 times. 1 around the time that it came out, and 2 recently. But, like, still, I'm still making this video. I'm still recording this video, and then going to be editing this video, and then going to be posting this video online for no one to see, because I have, at the time of recording this, I have 0 subscribers. But, as I was saying, I don't think he completely sucks. He can, like, he doesn't have the automatic spin dash, but he does have the drop dash, which, if you can see in my gameplay, I absolutely spammed. Yeah. Overall, I don't think he's that bad. Super classic Sonic, on the other hand, nah, I think he's alright. I don't think he's super good. The reason is because they didn't change his top speed. He's just a more permanent and vulnerable classic Sonic. He doesn't have a new top speed. Also, the super song that plays is alright. I mean, like, it could be better. I will get to the songs, but not right now. I just wish, my only complaint, well, no. All I'd say is change his top speed in super mode, because, like, he's pretty slow, honestly. And, like, change it to be, like, in Mania, because, like, in Sonic Mania, the game that's kind of a second prequel to this game, sort of, you could actually, like, have it be fast, like in that game, Sonic Mania. Alright, now, let's get on to the music. A lot of people hate his music. Me, personally, I enjoy it. Ghost Town, like I said, was peak. Faded Hills, Green Hill. Probably the most hated song. I like it. I think it's not completely terrible. I actually do enjoy it. Is it Stockholm Syndrome? It very well could be. I don't know. What I do know is, I don't think the song completely and utterly sucks. I actually like it. I do like all the other classic Sonic music. Ghost Town is my favorite. Yeah, I do really like the classic Sonic music. In conclusion, alright, for the conclusion to this interesting video, I just wanted to say, if you don't like Sonic Forces, if you disagree with every single thing that I have to say, that's completely and utterly fine. I do not care whether you absolutely despise this game, or if you agree with me and think it's amazing. In the end, it's a game. It's not really harming anyone. I mean, yeah, like I said, it's just a game. Yeah, that's kind of it. Like I said, if you want to make fun of me, which you probably already did by now, let's be real, you can do that. I give you my full permission to make fun of me. Yeah, that's kind of it. See ya.